Okay, the next song is what you expect from a Parkway Drive album. It's called Swing, and it's like the badass song that you listen to when you're pissed off at somebody and you just feel, go kill zombies, and yeah. So, it starts out with, "This soul was born for battle, my heart was built for war. These eyes see through the lies, filled with disgust." And so you can obviously see that it's like a, I'm gonna freaking mess some shit up. Strip back the utopian rhetoric, and you'll find a sickness at the core, a septic carcass rotting out, filled with disgust. We are the dead, empty lives, empty heads, guilty as guilty fucking does, filled with disgust. We have to believe, all we have to believe are the lies that they feed us. All we have to choose is the right to obey. And it's a really good song, because, well, it's a really good it's a song that strikes home with me, because I feel personally at war with the system and, against the lies that are fed to me as a consumer in America. And it's an awesome song to be pissed off at the system with. Like, it's a song that you resonate and feel with, that it just, Anyway, it's a really badass song. It's got some awesome breakdowns and guitar parts. It just has an aggressive tone all throughout, and it's really consistent in its relentless push towards aggressiveness. Swing motherfuckers again. The next song is called "The Slow Surrender," and as you can tell from the title, it's kind of a slow song. It's not really necessarily like a slow song, like a slow dance song. It's like a slow, how do I describe it? It's like a slow song for battle. It begins out with a bass guitar going dun 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 dun. So it's got this relentless, or I suppose relentless isn't the word, but it's got like this consistent beat and its theme of push forward, push forward, push forward. You've got to fight for your life. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. The devil dances in idle minds. Fight for your life. I won't turn back now. This will be no slow surrender. I won't turn back now. Carpe diem, straight for the throat. And so it's like the song has this tone of he feels like he's encountering all this stuff, and he is aware of how much trouble it is, but he's still gonna fight through it. And it's a really good song, and you can really feel the power come through it. The title song "Atlas" is the next song on this list, and it's, as a title song, previously the title songs of, actually it was only one title song on the previous albums for Parkway Drive, and that was Horizons, which is, once again, my favorite song. What you expect from title songs generally are the main idea of the album, and generally you expect to hear what you've heard throughout the entire album, and that doesn't disappoint you with Atlas. Atlas begins off with some nice acoustic guitar and some slow music and some gentle, I think there's some clean vocals in the beginning, but there's definitely clean vocals in the song. My life is withered down shipwreck, splitting at the seams, held together by memories and dreams. Every face I have seen, a stitch on my mind, on the shadow of a dream. And my heart in its cargo, a worn-out old thing, dragged around this rock more times than you'd believe. To this east I call home, but the west she is calling. From the north to the south, forever I'm drifting away. With more hope than fear, put your head to my chest and you will hear the sound of it beating, the sound of love leaving, the sound of it beating. And it's just a very powerful song of all the emotions coming down on him, and you can hear through the lyrics and through the vocals that this is just an emotional song of him feeling everything at once, everything in the album just at once. And it's an amazing song. It's got some violin, it's got some piano, it's got some clean guitar, acoustic guitar, and all of it blends together to form this rising and flowing, and you can also feel the push and a pull, and I don't get too vague with the feelings and wishy girly there, but it definitely lives up to be the title album, or title song of the album, because of the powerful lyrics and the powerful sound, and it's definitely it's good. Next song, Sleight of Hand. Here we go again with my obsessive love towards high-pitched, not necessarily tremolo picking, but high-pitched melodic intros to a song, and that just gets me every time. It's got like a... So maybe I'll put some audio in there. So, this song is kind of negative. Well, the other songs were, the previous songs before were like a push forward, I can do this. This song's kind of a negative, backwards, I can feel the stuff that's attacking me. No comfort, fear in the face of the unknown, born to die in a lonely world. Hostility breeds with the void, left by the loss of understanding. Hatred, true face of ignorance. Force fed to the masses with the promise of salvation. Knowledge controlled, power withheld, in the name of one that all blood spill. There is no God that could love this world. And so, this is the song that he's kind of feeling that this is such a terrible position. Why would anyone like this? And it's just that he observes all that's around him and feels disgusted with the world in sort of a sad way. But it's really, it's not like a aggressive song, but it's a really badass song. And it has a continuing beat and like a push forward kind of theme. But it still has a mourning overtone to it, which is brought through the high-pitched melodic harmonics and the guitar. You want a peace of my mind? There is no peace to find. This is all of your doubt, repaid in kind. I'm alone in crowded rooms. I'm a ghost in forgotten tombs. Widowmaker, you're no company to keep, because you can fool some people sometimes. You can't fool the world for the rest of your life. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool the world. Nobody notices, nobody cares. The curtain falls to no one, nowhere. Nobody notices, nobody cares. As the curtain falls, soulless, spineless, cut from a beggar's cloth, your skull with your shit till it runs from your mouth. And that's the basic tone of Snake Oil and the Holy Water. He's criticizing all the people who offer fake helpfulness to the to cure the world, and he's kind of anti-religion at this point. But because Snake Oil and Holy Water, Snake Oil was, if you don't know this already, Snake Oil was given from, people came up with Snake Oil as a cure-all remedy to cure everything, and it was like the miracle drug, but it was like not worth it at all. It didn't work at all, but people bought it anyway just because they wanted to be able to cure everything. And Holy Water is kind of along the same lines. Not that I'm criticizing Catholics and Holy Water or anything, but from the point of view of Winston McCall, Snake Oil and Holy Water are similar things. Objects of no value imbued with a certain kind of power in order to solve something that it doesn't actually fix. And that's the general tone of this song. And he's really disgusted and frustrated, as is the general term with the entire album. The last song on the album, The Blue and the Gray, is an amazing song. It's up there with Horizons on songs that are just the perfect end to an album, and it has incorporated a rising and fall, an intro that slowly builds up to an awesome chorus of rocking out breakdowns and amazing guitar solos and drums, and everything coalesces to form this perfect, aggressive, mourning, I let go of all the things that have held me back, and I'm willing to face the world, and I recognize the fact that the world has made me who I am, and I can't change that. And it's just amazing, and it's comparing himself to the sky. It starts out with, dear sky, don't cry for me. Be the hope I can never reach. Cold sea, please don't let me sink. Wrap your arms around me and carry me home. The fact that, look, it's because he's an Australian guy. He's really into nature as a surfer guy. So he's at home with the sea and the sky, and both of them are very familiar to him, and he obviously gets very much of meaning in his life from surfing and experiencing the outdoors. And, you know, the sky and stuff, which resonates with me personally because I like the sky too. I stood at the shore and spoke to the ocean. I stood in the water and let my guts spill. I said, you and me, we're not so different. I see my reflection in all that you do. We both keep our secrets, we're both oh so blue. My heart is full of darkness, I know that yours is too. I sat on the rooftop and screamed at the sky. I sat on the edge until I knew deep inside, like the sky, I will always be empty. The horizon, my love, forever just out of reach. I like that he used the word Horizon in there, because Horizons was one of my favorite albums. And I think he said Horizons in all 3 of them, or 4. No, I think he said Horizons in the past 3 albums, including Horizons, like in the song or lyrics, because Horizons obviously is a surfer, he sees the horizon a lot. In fact, Horizons meant a lot to me, and I copied or have some of Deep Blue on my wall. With a final effort, I strike out across the swells, seeking only the answers, maybe horizons hold. And that's something that meant very much to me at a certain point in my life that I decided to write on the wall. It's actually, there's more stuff, but it's under a poster because that part is really depressing, and it's only the end part which really matters to me, because I have struck out across the swells and saw the answers that horizons held, and I like them. So, and I think that's an interesting part of this album, is that in the album before it and the album before that, it's seeing all the problems, and it's experiencing all the heartache, and feeling everything to the max, and knowing that you can still press on, you can still go forward, you can still move and, progress, I guess would be better than move. And that's what really strikes me about this album, and with metal music in general, is that it's mostly, there's lots of aggressive songs, as of course you know, and if you're watching this video, you'll probably know that lots of metal songs are about pissed off people, or being pissed off at something, or wanting to piss somebody off. But there's lots of songs also about personal struggles, and that's what Deep Blue meant to me. It's like a struggle against the system, a struggle against yourself, a struggle against the stuff around you, and at the end you just destroyed the whole thing and thrown wrenches into gears, brought the machine to its knees, and realized that part of the monster was yourself. And you don't get that from stupid pop rap songs. I mean, in general, like there's rap songs and pop songs, maybe not pop songs, but there's definitely some rap artists who decide to have meaning in their song. But that's what I really love about metal music in general, and rock, punk, whatever you want to have your flavor of rock and roll rebellion. This song, or this album, I mean, definitely fulfills the need in me to have a pissed off but hopeful and soulful and an album with feeling that actually means something. Thank you for Parkway Drive for making such a great album.